Hi guys, my name is Duncan Campbell and this is my video art statement. So I just finished taking a class, English 307, writing for the web, and I think the main quote or theme of that class, for me at least, is if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. And I say that for several reasons. First of all, I've never coded a website before, had to do that once, kind of tricky. Never made a video. Never made an audio documentary, never did any of that. But I had to do them for this class, which was good. It helped. So the issues that I explored in this class had to do with, if it doesn't really push you, it's not going to benefit you really. So starting with my audio documentary, which is called D3 Finding Passion. It's on my website if you guys want to watch it. I really kind of dove into the topic of why people are motivated to play a sport at the D3 level. It's not D1; they don't get the perks, but they still play it, they still love it, they still work hard, and I think it was interesting to talk to people that felt similarly to me, which is nice. So it was good to get those opinions and talk to those guys. So I also realized during this class that it's easier to work on things that are directly related to your life. For me, the audio documentary D3 Finding Passion, that directly relates to my life, since I transferred from a D1 school to a D3 program, albeit a great one at that, but still a D3 program. Um, I think that finding common ground in the projects that you're working on is really helpful, actually. I think that if you work on something that isn't one of your passions or kind of isn't up your alley, you're not going to get that effect. You're not going to get the full range of emotion from that project that you would if it was something like closely related to you. So that was kind of one of the themes. You can see in the audio documentary, even in the video series that we did, the video YouTube personality series. You saw us talk about politics, which is the first video, and then sports, which was the second video, and whether NCAA athletes, namely football and basketball players, get paid. Um, I'm pretty interested in both those topics, so it was a lot easier to do something like make a video, which I've never done before. Especially when I'm talking about sports and people getting paid and stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting to kind of realize that connection a little bit through the semester. So that was great. The techniques this semester actually were different. Kind of hard, tedious. Sometimes I was like, why shouldn't I just drop this class? But I didn't, namely because our professor is awesome. The class is I actually really enjoy being in class, and that's one of the first classes that's outside my major, which is marketing, that I've gone into and actually enjoyed being in the classroom the whole time. Usually I get there, I'm just like, like looking at the clock, like when's this gonna end, kind of deal. But the techniques that we used were different, and I think that's good. The video, namely, never made a video, um, never coded a website, did both of those things. But I think that finding out about things that you haven't done yet that you wouldn't normally do. For me, I'm a marketing major, and like I know marketing people think advertisements, oh yeah, your website, oh yeah, videos, but you don't really do those kind of things unless you're into advertising really. So it was neat to have the experience to actually do that, which is awesome. I think the techniques, if you do something that you haven't done, how would you know that you wouldn't like it until you took a chance and did it? And that's kind of my mindset. And that helped me, I think, this semester a lot. And it was I think it was important to branch out because you don't want to be closed-minded. I think it's important to branch out and kind of learn new things. That's why you're here to begin with. The process I used for writing to the semester is totally different. not like a normal English class. It was kind of interesting. Normal English class, I'd come in and I'd outline the paper. You have your um, thesis, intro, body paragraph 1, 2, and 3, conclusion. Um, for this class, it was a lot more free flowing, especially when you're doing an audio documentary. You can't really script that sometimes because other people are, talking back. So you got to kind of go with the flow, and I think that helps a lot from the creativity standpoint. When you have a rigid script, sometimes that creativity and the creative process kind of gets lost along the way, and it makes it a little bit dull. Um, so I think that you know changing up the process was one of the biggest things to finding a little bit more success writing for the web than writing for a traditional English class.